Hello and welcome to Roleplay Rejects, where we play new and unusual tabletop role-playing games. In Side Quest, we're taking a break from our longer stories to play just a few sessions of some very unique role-playing games out there. So sit back and enjoy. Oh,
Nice.
That was a good one.
honestly, I'm kind of glad that we're.
Does
going-
it not taste good though?
Not with the mint.
Oh, that's
Because
right.
mint is gross.
Everything but this.
You're gross.
Everything that I'm consuming but this has peppermint or mint in it. So that's dumb.
What flavor is that?
Cherry
I don't-
twist,
Cherry twist.
Okay,
Cherry
yeah.
and lime.
that's
So
a
it's real
problem.
gross
cherry lime,
Yeah.
and
with mint.
That's
I don't know.
unfortunate.
Lime and mint can be good.
Oh, lint.
But
Yeah.
not the cherry.
So maybe it's cherry mint that isn't good.
It's definitely that.
Okay.
Nah.
I also feel like sweetness ratio comes into play too, because like
Swatio
I don't think I like that. But like
can also be your swole ratio and your sweat ratio.
I don't.
Wait, what is swole?
I want to be.
This is why
Your swatio.
we need to go back to not doing acronyms. And I know we didn't incorporate.
Oh, we're gonna go
combining two
back
words,
to not doing acronyms. Backronyms.
Honestly, I think I prefer acronyms.
Well, as long as they're in front of you.
But I made an acronym last session that I didn't get to share.
Okay.
Okay, all right. This is for our competitors. Okay?
Okay.
The name of
Spell
their
my name wrong.
restaurant is All Captains Rejoice Over Neptune's Yummy Mead,
Or
which spells out acronym.
that's kind of sick.
That's wild. You're wild.
Like if they offered me enough,
Does that count as poetry?
No.
That's
No, that's
acrostic.
I think it's.
It's an acrostic poem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say that. Like, I'm pretty sure I remember doing that in school, but I didn't remember it had a name. So
Just
thank you, Stevie.
Acronym poetry?
Everyone snap.
Acrostic.
Everyone snap for Joseph.
It's acrostic poem.
Acrostic?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like when you start each. So, if you were to write acronym down
Okay.
vertically,
Mm-hmm.
each letter has like a word or a sentence associated with it, and then
Okay.
as a whole, it should, if I remember correctly, don't come from me, poets, but it should like be like a cohesive idea that like goes along with the word that you started with and
Yeah, like golf.
whatever.
So it's an acronym with more steps.
No, it's poetry with more letters.
It's just a poetry format
Yeah, it's just different
because it's not just words. You can use sentences too.
Mm.
Each,
Okay.
Just each line.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it again.
All captains rejoice
I meant-
over Neptune's
Why'd you
yummy
do this?
mead.
Neptune's yummy mead.
Acronym.
I drink with Neptune. Well,
Yeah.
Mhm.
I drink with most people.
No,
So
not
You-
Neptune.
you
Is
wouldn't?
Neptune people?
No,
Why not?
Neptune's a shit person.
someone asked me today
And it's a shit planet.
Why?
And-
if you.
Wow. Why?
Dude, it's all gas.
I know.
It
I just-
has-
She's just hyping
it's
me
just
up, I
boring as
think.
hell. Yeah.
Wait, why wouldn't you drink with Neptune, Misty?
King Neptune.
Because Neptune is the Romanized version of Poseidon, is it not?
Okay. Yeah.
Poseidon's shit.
We don't fuck with Poseidon here.
No.
Okay.
Remember that one guy
The
who
most Greek
went to war
gods,
with
to
him?
be honest, suck.
Yeah.
Like, the stories are cool.
Not that one.
But, like,
Except for Hades.
Athena.
yeah,
Hades is my boy.
we love Hades.
Athena's the goat.
But, nah, Athena still sucks.
Yeah, but she's my goat.
Okay.
Wait, no. Philistides is the goat.
Yes, correct.
He's a satyr. But okay. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, Poseidon's the reason that Medusa turned into Medusa.
Yeah.
So,
Is that why?
yeah. She was like,
Huh.
the story goes, as far as I've heard it, which, like, don't come for me. I
Quote
know
her?
there's a million versions of all these stories.
This is
Yeah.
Misty's version.
Yeah.
She's DMing.
But the stories I've read about it are like I want to say it was Athena.
Mhm.
Medusa was like a devout follower of Athena and like worked in her temple and was like I could be wrong about this detail, but I'm pretty sure that like she was kind of a nun in the sense that like she didn't ever sleep with anybody. She was super beautiful, and then Poseidon was like, "Oh, you're super beautiful," and so then awful things happened. And as a punishment, because it happened in Athena's temple, Athena turned Medusa into a Gorgon.
Yeah, that's one of the versions of Medusa. Some she was born a Gorgon, but like there's several versions of it.
She was born twice. A Gorgon. Fuck it. Never mind.
That was awful.
Yeah.
That
That was a
but
stretch.
anyway.
That was a stretch.
Yeah, that's why I don't like Poseidon.
You know who I fucking hate?
Who?
Aphrodite.
Why?
She's shallow, bro.
Yeah, she is.
Homegirl was like, "Man, you're really pretty," and Aphrodite was like, "Who's really pretty?" And then bam, turned her into a spider.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is kind of fucked.
That's not
fuck.
Aphrodite.
Is that not Aphrodite?
No, that's Athena.
No.
Oh yeah,
You're
Athena
thinking
was
of-
Athena.
It is Athena.
It's Athena
Wow.
and Arachne. Yeah.
But you love Athena so much.
I do love the. Hey, that's my goat. Hey, that
So
spider
you
deserved it. That
No,
spider.
you would just...
Dude, Aphrodite is really shallow though.
Yeah.
They're all really shallow.
Aphrodite is like,
Literally every single one of them.
my husband, he
don't
works
know.
in
I
a
think Zeus is
volcano
a
all
stand-up
day
guy.
and he's sweaty.
No,
So
you know
I'm
who
gonna
is the
go-
goat? Hephaestus. That's my fucking goat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he is.
All he do is make a lightning bolt.
So cool.
Call him Mr. Smith the way he be.
I don't know. I just feel like they all suck.
You know
and
what?
like that doesn't mean that I
Athena
don't enjoy.
doesn't suck.
That doesn't mean that I don't enjoy the stories, but like they are not people to like look up to. They all suck.
They're very
Mount Olympus is
interesting.
literally above us.
I find stories about horrible people very interesting.
Mhm.
Me too.
Yeah.
I find Greek mythology very interesting.
Yeah,
That's why I like to
same.
reflect a lot.
But like, I don't want
Just
to
kidding.
be them or emulate
yeah,
them
like
in
they're
any
not good examples
capacity.
of what people should be.
Yeah.
I know Artemis is really cool.
No. She
Yeah.
also is like. They all
They're
all
like-
suck. Like
You know that one family where you're
Helios?
like, you're all just fucking awful people
yeah,
and like horrible to be around. That's what they are.
yeah.
Persephone, Hades.
Persephone is cool,
Athena?
but she has issues too, and Hades is also cool, but he also has issues. Like I'm not saying
Okay, so they're real people.
No, I got no
sure,
issues.
You have so
I'm
many
just-
issues.
on steroids.
That's not true.
Which
You
is
have
like
so
the
many
point,
issues.
I
No,
think.
I don't.
But like
I have not one comic.
anyway,
You are without any comics.
my point being
He has Sans comics.
they are
Comic Sans.
cool in the sense of like the stories are interesting, but like they are not cool in the sense of like I want to be friends with them.
But if you go deep enough in anyone's story,
Not mine.
it's that way.
Uh,
Like they have good things and bad things.
yeah.
Yes, but
But
the extremes of which those stories show, it's not the same in my opinion.
it's like saying everyone's a murderer.
I don't think that's what he
Secretly.
said. I just think he said everyone
Well, it's like if they've done awful, really bad stuff,
Okay.
like
Not
comparative
Hephaestus.
to like normal people. Like,
has Dionysus. Drink with him. Is that his name?
Yeah, Dionysus.
The goat. I think a lot of people are goats.
yeah, you actually can't tell the difference between a person and a goat. It's become a problem.
Joseph got bit by a goat once.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's an Eminem lyric. It's
Tobey Maguire got bit by a spider, but see, me, it was a goat.
Dude, what a good fucking lyric. Eminem, if you're listening, that was a good fucking lyric.
It was,
That shit was
yeah.
bars. I drink with Eminem,
yeah, for
Eh.
sure.
and he would drink with Poseidon.
But would
I
you,
don't.
He's
think he
also
would.
not
would
a
you
great
drink
person.
M&Ms though?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
No.
No, you
No,
wouldn't.
you
You
would
hate
not.
chocolate.
I saw you put
you would
M&Ms in
not.
your mouth and cry.
Dude, they're fucking gross. But if you melted down M&Ms and mixed them with like, I don't know, man, rum chata,
No.
I'd try it
you
at
still
least.
would. You
It
would try
no,
it, and
yes,
then you would be like,
it would
"I
be
hate
gross.
it."
You didn't know. The question wasn't, would you enjoy this beverage? It was, would you do this? And yes, I would. You all know I would. Don't at me like
But
that.
you wouldn't finish the beverage.
I'd finish it.
You would.
No.
I'd absolutely finish it.
Okay.
I'm not a fucking quitter.
I think it's time to take a tactical
Yeah.
pause. Let's go
Melt
up
some
and
chocolate
get some
and melt
He
melted-
some-
swallowed those M&Ms that he ate. He was just
Yes,
very
sir.
unhappy doing
that
it.
was that shit was just fucking gross.
So, do you think Atlanteans, when they're underwater, how would they drink?
They don't.
Like, would they just like splash it on fucking gills or something? Or
Dude,
would
it's
they
like
Like
just-
us-
while underwater.
it's
You
like
don't
while
us-
eat
underwater.
through your gills.
It's like us breathing.
But yeah, but how would you drink?
your mouth.
They don't have to.
I think osmosis.
They're pretty
think-
hydrated.
yeah,
Jones.
I think their body already regulates it.
Well, sure, that's water. I'm talking if I'm an Atlantean.
Are you trying
It's
to
a
get- you're
Friday
trying to get
night. I'm
blitzed?
trying to get
Oh,
blitzed.
okay. I
How-
misunderstood.
Oh. They probably
You
just
know
do
what they
drugs.
probably do?
Capri
They
Sun.
probably get bottles of alcohol, take it to wherever they're trying to get wasted,
Straws.
and just break it. And
Maybe
then
they lick
through the
sea
And then
slugs
through
or
the
something.
they just spray them in
Yeah.
it. That's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah.
But,
I think they probably
Oh.
just lick something poisonous.
Ooh, hot boxing.
oh, maybe.
like a
but-
nicotine patch, but
oh syringes.
whatever drug of choice. So then they
Mm.
just,
You guys want to go try nicotine patches?
No.
Not at all.
I'm down if you're down.
That sounds awful.
Why would no?
Why would you say? Yeah, like
I got
actually.
Who are you today?
I accept you.
A
as
guy
you
that
are.
wants to try nicotine
He just likes to
patches.
try new
wild.
things.
He
I do.
I literally see you just getting the nicotine patch and then just
Eating
taking a
it?
little nibble.
Do you remember that one time Stevie ate hand sanitizer?
Dude.
The time that you also ate hand sanitizer. Also, the time that you ate hand sanitizer.
No,
Oh,
yeah.
what were you guys
It
doing?
wasn't hand. I thought you didn't do the
I
hand
kind
sanitizer.
of
It
honestly,
was the
now that
dog
we've
treat.
established that 3 or 5 of us have, it's kind of fucked up that you guys did it.
no,
Yeah,
I
but-
did it.
You're right.
You
We
did it
are
too?
the
Yeah.
minority.
Okay.
You're the cowards.
Yeah, it is messed up.
Yeah.
And now I
it's
feel bad because we
gross.
poisoned you with fragrance
Yeah, we didn't know.
and
at the
hand
time, though.
sanitizer. I think.
I think the fragrance was the bigger issue, if we're being honest. But I did also have a dog treat, but it was not with you guys. I had done it before.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
You-
we're,
okay,
we're the goatiest
listen.
of goats.
All right.
Yeah,
Sorry,
'cause
you guys
you
aren't
eat
It
your
adventurous.
shit.
says on the box,
You're the one who told me
human
to
grade.
drink chocolate.
Like I wanted to know, it says human grade.
Yep,
Why
tastes
does
like
my dog
human.
like this?
I have
so I was
human
like,
grade
let
stuff
me try
upstairs.
it. It's
They're
not
dog
good.
treats. It's
Yeah,
not
it's pretty gross. Well, the biggest problem is that it's really dry.
because like hardtack is human grade, but it's not good.
It's more like, first of all, it doesn't smell good, right? But like it's more scent than it is taste, which is awful. So like you eat it and it's like
Maybe that's like the dog meta.
now
They eat with their
Now I
noses.
just-
Ooh,
they do.
yeah.
Yeah.
they do kind of.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But I hate it. It was not. It was.
There's
not
not a
good.
lot of flavor. I also don't like how it feels.
Yeah, none of it was good.
All
and
right, I think we
technically-
should keep that for the dogs.
Technically, it was human grade, but not fit for consumption.
I'm reading a book right now, and this guy's like, I don't want to eat cat food. And I was like, it's the same as tuna fish, bro.
It's not.
Same.
How would you know?
Don't worry about it. No, I don't know. But I wouldn't mind knowing.
You ever think that like dry cat food must be really bad in comparison to wet cat food?
Yeah.
That's why cats love wet
I was
food.
gonna say every time they open up the can for wet food, they go lose their minds, bro. And then you get them the regular food, they're just like, I guess I'll eat. Like,
Yeah.
I don't
speaking
know.
of eating cat food, Missy's making a face. She did not like that transition.
I didn't.
Stewpot?
Speaking of
Stewpot.
human grade food, got you.
Thank you. Yeah, human delicious food.
That's what grade means.
Yeah. They don't say what grade it is, though. Like, it's
yeah,
probably
it's
enough.
probably
Well, the grade is human.
grade. It's not human grade.
yeah, Stewpot. So, a couple of things before we get into playing our mini games today. I misspoke a couple of times last episode.
Okay.
Nothing major, but
Only minor.
I talked about the DDD dice
Delicacies.
um
Dice, delicacies, and
I-
is it? I
I'm
swear.
looking it up.
And
I s-
dragons.
I swear it's
No,
delicacies.
it is delicacies. It's at the
Dungeons.
end.
Dungeons, dice, and delicacies.
Okay, cool. I couldn't remember. if
That's
it
I'm
was
my-
Damien.
that's my
I wear
answer.
glasses.
No,
And then my phone froze.
Damien's guessing. He does not actually know.
I don't actually.
It
know.
is fucking A. Dice, Dungeons, and Delicacies. That's one of the stretch goals.
Mm.
And it has some of the extra character creation things that some of us utilized last
Mhm.
game. But then it doesn't have extra games in it. What it is are like journal entries.
Cool.
And one of them, which happens to be written by Viditya, is it Violetti?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Violetti. I always want to put an I at the end of his
He's
name.
really cool.
He's super cool. He's a game designer. But his journal entry in the DDD stretch goal PDF is basically a game that's like very classic him, I feel like. But the other ones are like, journal entries where they might be like rumors that you could incorporate into the tavern, or this one is on the ecology and culinary applications of the common dungeon slime, right? So it's like just kind of stories that you can
Nice.
incorporate into it. But Viditya's is a tavern betting game, and so I assumed that they were all extra mini games. They're not.
Oh, okay.
I do think that his game is, or his journal entry is like a playable game. From reading it, it seems like
Did you say betting or bedding?
betting,
Oh, okay.
like poker.
I just
High
figured
stakes.
with like this being so cozy, it might have been like
No, totally.
like let's make quilts.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
it's a simple push your luck and memory betting game, born from townsfolk poking fun at striking it rich from dungeon delving.
Huh.
And then it goes on to give you the rules. So I assumed they were all mini games. They're
Cool.
not. I just
Okay.
wanted to like sort that out. So Stewpot, Tales from a Fantasy Tavern. In that book, that has everything that you need in that extra PDF, which was a stretch goal. So I'm not sure if it's available or not to the public. There's like a couple of extra character creation things, and then these journals. It's not like a DLC, kind of like what I was talking about last time. So
I want to ask, how many of you, if you were, assume you're you, but an
Okay.
adventurer in a fantasy world,
Mhm.
okay.
would you eat monsters?
Yes.
Yeah,
Even the gross ones?
Yeah.
Like slimes?
probably not. I have texture issues.
Probably not at first.
I would eat probably most things one time, at least one time, as long as I was pretty convinced it wasn't poisonous.
How do you know if it's not poisonous?
Someone else tells me and I trust them. Probably.
No.
like if I'm somewhere, I mean, I do that today, right?
Okay, everybody. Boy Scout skills with Joseph. Okay, if you are not sure if something's poisonous or not, first of
Eat
all,
it.
don't eat it.
Never mind.
Second of all, if you have several hours, you can slowly like ease your way into knowing if it's poisonous or not by if it irritates your skin, and you start with like the skin of your palm. If it irritates that, do not
How
get it anywhere near.
how long would it take to irritate my skin?
Like less than an hour.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like you would just rub it on your.
Yeah, you rub it on your skin, and then you rub it on the skin below your hand, because that's a really like thin skin, and if that doesn't cause you any problems,
Eat it.
you're probably okay to put it in your mouth. So you like do a lip of whatever it is for another hour or so, and if that's not causing any irritation, go for it.
Nice.
Like it takes forever, but that's one of those like survival things that they talk about in the Boy Scouts.
I'm trying to think if there's a monster I wouldn't eat. Probably like
I like the delicious
I
and
was
dungeon
gonna
rule.
say,
Yeah.
Where if
Humanoid.
it's humanoid, nah.
Mm-mm.
I'd eat. You know what I feel like would be really good? Giant spiders. I bet they taste really fucking.
You think
good.
so?
Something about it, man. Like
It's just crab, dude.
it's just crab, dude. Jumbo.
Misty's
spider
like,
dip.
no, wait, maybe. She like got all defensive.
Well, I just like I hate spiders,
Mhm.
so
I wonder if
I
you could,
don't like the thought of it. But like maybe it is just a crab.
How much
Yeah.
sugar do you think it takes to make a spider web cotton candy?
Not much.
You really?
Zero,
We could try that in real
actually,
life.
because I have definitely
You've done what?
to make it into like a cotton candy shape, 0. To make it taste like cotton candy,
That's what I mean.
Yeah, because like I've
It's very Shrek 1 of you.
taken down like cobwebs and stuff with a broom and ended up with one of those.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
No, but I meant for consumption.
I mean cotton candy is just
Sugar
all
and
sugar and hair.
Air.
Oh, I thought you said
Goodness
hair.
gracious. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think. I think you could like make it taste sugary. I don't think it ever turns into cotton candy because of that. Because cotton candy is sugar and air. It's not anything else. Like
It's not spider web.
it's not spider web and sugar and air.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, so I feel like you just can't recreate it unless you're specifically doing sugar and air.
Yeah, because I can't think of an animal that I wouldn't eat.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah,
Unless they were like known to be poisonous, and then you'd probably avoid it.
yeah.
I would just stay away from the seafood looking creatures, probably.
That can't be true.
Yeah.
You're telling me you wouldn't eat a leviathan?
No.
No. Oh, well, I guess you hate seafood, but that's crazy. I would fuck up a leviathan.
Oh yeah, Cthulhu. Just cut off that beard,
Mm-hmm.
fry it up.
I was almost gonna say I'd probably eat a mind flayer, but then I remembered they were people, so I wouldn't do that.
Oh yeah.
But I do fuck with squid.
See, humanoid. That's the delineation.
Okay. So, now that we're done talking about that, we're going to start playing mini games. Sorry. I kind of forgot where we were at. I do want to read one of the little excerpts really quick before we start getting into the game, but I think first let's remind ourselves what we're going to be doing as far as mini games go. So last time we played the first step, which is what were you doing before you decided to start up the restaurant, and what was the first thing you learned about how to live in town. So each of us ended up getting our first town experience through that. We all had our character stories that we role played. From there, everybody starts with that game. And then from there, we get to choose and we go around the table picking the games that sound fun to us. And then when we choose to finish the game, we'll play In the Rhythm of Things, which is the very last game. So we won't play that until we are finalizing our playthrough. So I think to me, it just makes sense to go clockwise if that's cool with everybody. So it'll be Wesley first, if you're cool with that.
I'll pick a game.
Okay. While you're looking for a game to play, I will read the little excerpt because I just think the writing's cool. When the bowl was finally empty, the tavern keeper told me that she was an old adventurer. She had endless stories. I told her I was mostly on my own right now, and she told me it took 5 or 6 years to find her party. They were inseparable for 20 years, and when they finally settled down, they started the tavern together. One of them left to travel, and one of them passed a few years back, but the other two came over in between helping guests and shared their own stories. We talked until the tavern was empty. She looked at the wear on the grip of my sword and said I had been holding my index fingers too tight. She even scolded me for not sharpening and oiling the blade enough. When I admitted I didn't have a place to stay that night, she let me sleep at the tavern, bedroll spread out in front of the hearth. As soon as I got ready to leave the next morning, I noticed the busted rivet on my armor had been fixed. There was a bag full of rations in my pack, too. Cheese, giant scorpion jerky, a few beautiful apples, and a sticky little pouch of candied chestnuts. It's hard to say if that night was the reason I kept adventuring. Maybe it wasn't, but I always remembered how she helped me.
Can you remind me what the plants mean? Or like the pumpkin and the coffee bean?
Yeah, okay. So the little bean are games that are good to pick right after the very first game. So they're good like
ramp-up
intro games.
Yeah.
The leaf are games with core mechanics or a unique structure. The pumpkin are games that are for like roleplay specific. And then the little Stewpot are games that let you upgrade the tavern.
I wanted to use sliced
Sliced. Okay.
because the picture's really cool.
Okay.
It looks like Fruit Ninja.
It does look like Fruit Ninja. Oh, now you're interested.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's so funny. Did you read the little blurb for it? Maybe supply routes are disrupted. Maybe you need a unique signature dish. They all lead to the same place. Cooking with monster parts. This is Delicious in Dungeon.
Yeah, all right.
The mini game.
I love Delicious in Dungeon.
If
Yeah, me too.
you listening, if you haven't watched it yet, just sit down and binge it.
You need
It's
to watch
so
Delicious
good.
in Dungeon. It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And YouTube will want to eat a slime when you're done
You
watching
too,
it.
Stevie.
What's wild is I have the most time to watch stuff.
You would love
I
it.
I choose to sit there and do nothing.
You would
That
love
is a valid use of time, though. I do that a lot.
Okay, so with Sliced, yeah, like the little blurb said, like we're gonna be cooking with monster parts. The setup is anybody can play. One player is the cook. You'll determine the core ingredients of your dish by drawing 3 cards from a standard deck of playing cards. Oh, which, by the way, we already got the cards that were misprinted. We got them like the day after we played for the first time. So that was really fast of them,
Yeah,
and I
that's quick.
appreciate that a lot.
Yeah, it's really quick for a Kickstarter.
Yeah. For each card drawn, roll 2 6-sided dice. Each die determines the size of the monster and its habitat. Then interpret the card drawn based on its suit and rank. The rest of the players describe the ingredients in detail and tell you a highlight of each ingredient or a difficulty that comes with cooking it. Your character is a competent cook. Just remember to mention how you get around an ingredient's difficulty, or you may be criticized for it at the end of the minigame by the tasters. Okay, so it says one player is the cook. Technically, I took chef as my town job. However, Wesley picked this game, so I think we could, and honestly, like anybody else could also be the cook. But what are your guys' thoughts as far as who wants to do it? Because I kind of feel like it makes sense to have Wesley be the cook since he chose the game, but that's not like mandatory.
I'm personally fine with you being the cook because I think that makes up, or I think that lines up with like the little lore that we gave last time we played.
Yeah.
I'm just excited to describe the ingredients.
Okay, sounds good.
And there's a bean on it, so I really wanted to pick it. And there's also a leaf, and that's why I picked it. Because there's a bean and a leaf.
And the art.
Yeah, look at the ingredients. And be
Looking.
amazed.
Oh, those look dope.
Yeah, that's really
Diamonds are seasonings. That's like for the suits of cards, but we'll get to that.
Okay,
Oh.
so I will be the cook, I guess.
If that's, you don't have to if you don't want to.
No, I
Okay.
don't mind at all. I
Okay.
just want to make sure nobody else is excited about doing it.
Go for it.
Okay. And then it does say anyone can play. I think that's one of the cool things about how this game is written is it does say like anyone can play, or this is between 2 people but other people can join in or whatever. So if you guys do want to sit out of a particular mini game, that is an option. And I think especially for like normal tables who aren't doing audio podcasts, that's a great option to be able to have, to be like, oh, like so and so needs a break, we can keep playing this game and it's not gonna like be detrimental. Okay, so we need to draw cards first. I have not shuffled these, so somebody who can shuffle who's not
Do you want me to not pen these?
Listeners,
I don't
Damien
care.
stood
You're
up.
fine.
He's now dancing. He is in fact shuffling. I think he does this every day. I think every day he's shuffling.
That's wild.
Look at him go.
You put so much effort into that joke.
I appreciate it.
Thank
Yeah.
you. That's
No,
why.
I was just.
It's a
That's
good
what I
amount
was
Don't
saying.
backpedal now.
Because then you would also be shuffling.
Every day.
I'm not the best shuffler.
You're better,
You're
than
better
I
than
am.
me.
I
was gonna say,
literally
you
just
might
like
be the best shuffler.
I think you are the best shuffler in here.
Now I want to try. Now I don't. Never mind.
Because I see you struggling, and I struggle just as much.
I struggle.
I would
Probably
place
10
every
times
card
more.
on
My
the
hands are
table
not big enough.
and then go.
Go. Yeah. Sometimes I like make multiple piles and then just kind of do it that way. I
Yeah.
could never
I
be it like
I just do it the way I do with my magic deck. I just
Yeah,
Yeah, like
that's
the
that's my
piles.
default. Yeah.
When I was in 29 Stumps, they didn't have a lot to do,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
so we did a lot of card games.
I hear.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I hear
Yeah.
that place is the epicenter.
I
of
thought you were gonna
nothing
say
to
so
do.
we shuffled
Yeah.
cards all the
Yeah.
time, and
Yeah.
I know that effectively.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is pretty much what it was.
We had nothing to do, so we shuffled cards. And now I'm the most dangerous card thrower. NA.
No, just the most dangerous card shuffler.
Yeah. I don't know. I
Which
don't
card
even
is
think we
mine?
had cards. I wish we did. That probably would have been more fun. I think I just took naps to like make the time feel like
Yeah.
it passed by faster.
I've never been to Stumps.
Dude, that
Honestly,
place.
a good
don't
thing.
want to, yeah.
I had someone try and tell me that it was like this great place.
Me too.
And I was like,
I think we're thinking of the same
"Why?"
person.
And they were like, because the golf course was so great.
Oh,
and I was
no,
like,
we're not thinking of the same
what?
person.
And they were like, yeah, I went golfing like almost every day. I'm like, okay,
It's
so you
not a
like
great-
golfing.
yeah.
Yeah,
You don't like being stranded in the middle of the desert.
yeah, because if you're there for an exercise, you're just in hell.
Yep.
There's nothing
Mhm.
but sand.
Yep.
Would you like to
I don't
draw
like
the
I
cards?
would like to draw at least one
It's
card.
coarse.
Okay.
It's everywhere.
If other people would like to draw cards as well, that's fine.
Dibs.
this is the card I drew. It is the King of. Will you help?
Spades.
Spades.
How many? Did I just draw one?
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. If other people want to
Then
draw.
Joseph can
You
draw
just,
the
you're just
other
taking the
one.
top one?
Oh, it can take anyone.
It doesn't matter. It
Yeah,
doesn't
you
say
Now I
it
don't
has
wanna
to
take the
be
Yeah.
top one.
in order.
Pick a card, any card.
What is it?
I just wanted it to be shuffled because they were like in their suit order,
Mm.
and
Jack
that
of
seemed
spades.
silly. Jack of spades. Okay.
Spades.
And then 8 of diamonds.
Cool.
Yeah, we
also-
have.
We have food. We got in spades.
For each card drawn, roll 2 6-sided dice.
Dibs.
Yeah, will you just
Not
roll?
quite yet. Sorry.
Dang it.
I peeked ahead, and this is going to be for cooking the dish. You roll a number of dice equal to 4 plus your cuisine rating. Place the die in the following chart, following the prompts that correspond to the dice results for each category.
Yeah.
well, yeah, but you also
first-
do it here
Oh,
to
you also
determine
do
the
Yeah.
it.
monster
So
parts.
the size and locale are getting
Gotcha.
determined by the dice roll in the setup part.
Okay.
So
You say size and locale?
yeah, it's on the first page. It's on 81.
No. Yeah, but like, where do you? Oh, size.
Right there.
Look at it! Oh wow! There's words on this page. It's the chef.
Yeah,
That's
it
all
is,
I can
it is
see.
cool art.
Are we gonna have
Will you guys just roll
for
for
for your card?
yeah.
Yep, done.
I got to roll 2 of
I'm
them.
gonna roll twice.
Well, it should only be one
It's two.
person, right? Or each die determines for
each
each
card.
card
For
drawn.
each card.
Interesting. Oh,
Yeah.
because this is the size of the monster
Mhm.
specifically.
I got. Do I remember mine or do I talk about it now?
Will you tell us about it?
Yeah, about my monster.
Mm-hmm.
I got club. And clubs are fungi. Dude, I love mushrooms. And the fungi I got in particular is house sized and it
Goodness gracious.
is from the forest.
Okay.
So,
Like I probably like deep in the forest. I would assume if it's gotten that big.
Maybe it's just a mushroom forest.
I think it's like, oh, maybe it's the big mycelia from which all other mycelia are born. Probably not, though.
Oh, Big Mike.
Actually, they prefer to go by Big Celia.
Big Celia.
What is it? Lichens? Lichens?
Lichen.
Thank you.
Some lichen can survive in space.
Dude, that's so cool.
I did not know.
Did you enjoy that tidbit that Stevie gave you?
Did you liken it?
Oh no! I was like, what is this awkward environment right now?
I hate it here.
Yes.
The space between was the best part. This is harder than I thought.
Okay.
I kind of want to do like just a lot of moss. Deep in the forest. I think, and I'm making this up, I think that forever ago, there was a giant tree in the forest that was said to be like, not the world tree, but like a descendant of it. So like the continent tree. And it fell, but it's cool and magic. So like the trunk never like decayed or withered away. And because of that, this special type of moss is able to grow on it. And every year the moss is harvested and used in cooking. Yippee!
Nice.
That's my mushroom.
What is
I closed the book.
a highlight of cooking it, and what's a difficult thing about cooking it?
The highlight of cooking it is that it tastes really good. Does that count? Give me examples of highlights right now.
It says
Oh, I thought they had examples in the
tell
book. Sorry.
a
If it's-
highlight.
Example highlights. If it's this is page 84 if you're following along at home. If it's cooked appropriately, it is incredibly juicy and tender, or it is easy to add flavor to. An example difficulty would be it dries out if overcooked, or it's time consuming to prepare.
I think the highlight of cooking it is that it can. It's kind of like tofu or other substances like that, in which it can kind of absorb the flavor of whatever you cook it in. Difficulty is if it's too saucy, it kind of just like breaks apart. Like if whatever you're making is too liquidy, it kind of just breaks apart and then like becomes really powdery.
So don't cook it in a stew pot.
Yeah,
Okay. And you said this was a
moss.
mushroom? It's a moss? A house-sized moss?
Outside moss because the tree's really big. So if you like gathered it all together, you could live in it. The moss.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, I'm just writing it down because I will forget.
I don't know who has a deck of cards. Powders and liquids. Tastes like chalk.
It's kind of a rude thing for you to give to it.
It's just all I could think of for moss.
Yeah.
I should have had it grow in liquids, like a evil sponge. That still would have been.
No,
pretty-
it's okay. I'm
The
just
ever-filling soup.
my go-to is always soup.
Yeah,
so.
mine too. I would hate if someone gave me what I just gave you. Maybe I'm toxic.
Okay, what's our next ingredient?
What did you roll?
4-4.
No. 4-4? Okay. All right,
What did you
I was just
roll?
worried for a second. I don't know how to count, so I also thought I got house-sized forest.
What'd you get?
House-sized underwater. Also a plant.
Maybe it's moss.
Sea moss.
It's a great sea moss tree.
We all got moss.
Did you also get moss?
No.
No, you didn't. You got diamonds?
I did.
Okay.
It's also parasitic. So, that's good. The only sea plants I can think of are kelp. So, it's parasitic kelp.
The size of a house.
It is the size of a house, so it covers entire sections of coral reef, which is not good. So then we harvest it, which is good for the coral reef.
Oh,
That what? Did I do it wrong?
did you keep into account the
No, I didn't.
king?
No.
Okay, yours says its feature is unique, which is
Oh.
where Stevie is getting the parasitic.
Yeah,
thing
I forgot
from.
that.
So I think it's unique enough that it came
Yeah.
from the tree. I just
The continent
was
tree.
like, where is she getting this parasite thing from? And then I realized
Yeah.
it's there. It's all there. We just maybe need to read
The
before
book
we
helps
start
if
playing.
you read it.
um,
It cannot read itself.
parasitic kelp.
Big.
One of its highlights is you can take sections of it, fry or bake it, and use it as a plate because of its size.
That's actually sick.
But its size also is part of why it's so difficult to work with, because it can be really thick and like chewy if you don't prepare it correctly, if you don't like tenderize it.
That sounds good. I would eat that chewy. I like chewy things.
Yeah, I'm picturing like the texture of wood ear mushrooms.
Dude, I love wood ear mushrooms.
So you would love it.
Wood ear.
I think it's
Earwood?
crazy that not everybody likes wood ear mushrooms.
I know everyone likes that texture.
I hate it.
Me too. A lot.
Well, don't.
I tried it.
Yeah, that's very brave of you.
Yeah, like I will try things.
Have you
but
tried wood ear mushrooms?
I don't know if I've specifically tried wood ear mushrooms.
Oh, you hate all mushrooms?
Yeah.
It's
Like,
a very
I
different.
will try it if it's in front of me, but I'm not going to go out of my way to
It's
try
a
it.
very different texture from regular mushrooms, but it's a texture that I don't think you'll like.
Rip.
Rip indeed.
Okay, Joseph, what's our next ingredient?
So, I rolled a tiny desert ingredient. So,
Okay.
what you are given is charcoal salamander saliva.
Whoa.
Okay. And the reason that this is so hard to acquire is the charcoal salamander saliva it's bioluminescent, but it also becomes rancid if it comes in contact with UV light. So you have to cook it in the dark or with artificial light.
Because none of us have dark vision.
Okay. So that's your difficulty. The highlight is that this saliva acts kind of like pineapple juice, where it can cook whatever you put it on.
Because it's rancid.
Yeah, it's like an acid.
Okay. So it can
Tenderize.
tenderize.
It's great for
things.
tenderizing kelp.
Yes.
Giant kelp.
Okay.
Giant parasitic kelp get eaten by spit. Moss. I would eat a kelp plate. That sounds really cool. Like eating off of it and then eating it.
It would just be like a giant seaweed snack.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
like a
seaweed
soup
snack.
bowl.
Yeah.
I love soup bowls.
Bread.
I love bread.
Do I have a game for you? Bread.
Dude, I love all types of bread.
It's actually a pretty hard game.
Even tomato basil?
Yeah.
Nice.
Dude, there was this olive rosemary bread. I think about it all the time.
From where?
Where was that?
Was it from like a restaurant?
No, it was in a grocery store.
A lot of like Safeway has.
Do they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kalamata olive bread.
Okay.
I think it has rosemary in it.
Okay. I'll have to go to Safeway more often.
I don't know. This is like
No, it's been like a decade since.
okay.
I've had
My
it.
information is like a decade old.
Okay.
So that's
maybe
perfect.
that's why. Okay.
Okay. So we've got our setup done. Joseph, what was your feature for your card?
Rancid.
Rancid. Yeah.
Okay.
And I kind of like baked that into the difficulty.
Yeah. I appreciate that.
Baked it in. Get it? Wesley gets it. No
I
one
pointed
else is
at him.
acknowledging me.
So now that we have those, we have the tasters portion, and then cooking the dish. Okay. The remaining players will play the first people to taste the new dish. It could be a small group of regulars and adventurers, or a big tasting event. Each taster has something they want from this dish. Come up with something or use the prompts. So to me, that's
Damien is the only one
well. It's
What? Sorry.
because he didn't give an ingredient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, like, I thought Yeah, nothing. Ignore me. Never mind. I recant my almost statement.
Yeah, I think that leaves Damien for us.
You are
If
the
you-
Anton ego of this story.
If you would like, you can also probably have it be a group of people if you'd rather.
My name's Henry Food Taster,
What do you do for a living?
lumberjack.
Lumberjacks are hungry people. Or so I've been told.
With my active lifestyle, I'm searching for something that's good for eating on the go.
You can use the kelp as a wrap.
I was
kinda
thinking.
what
I
I'm
was actually thinking the
thinking,
same thing.
yeah.
That would be big.
Okay,
I
so
would eat that IRL.
that's our prompt. Now cooking. Roll a number of dice equal to 4 plus your cuisine rating.
Current cuisine rating
It's 1.
is 1.
It's all 1.
It's all 1. It's
So-
always 1.
Do you want my cool one?
Roll a number of dice equal to 4 plus, so 5 dice.
5 dice.
Okay, I'm not crazy. I will just use these 5.
Listener, she
I
hates me.
appreciate it.
And she hates fire and ice.
Actually, I feel like I should use the wooden one.
Now, of course, I will be grading you on this dish, on the goal, the seasoning, the presentation, and the texture.
Okay, cool. So, looking at our ingredients, I think Wesley kind of inspired me. He was talking about how he's been making spring rolls lately. So I feel like that's the route I'm going to take with this and use the kelp as like, because spring rolls you don't fry,
Correct.
but egg rolls you do. Is that
Correct.
so? I think maybe turn it more into like an egg roll thing, because the kelp has to be fried or baked so that it's not
Sad.
gross and
Chewy.
chewy. And that'll also make sure that it's not parasitic at that point, right? That's how that works. That's how it works. And then use the moss inside. Maybe do like a high protein, like vegetarian take on it. So we're using it like tofu, but then add some other like really good vegetables that will like keep people or not hungry, satiated.
Like potatoes?
Like
yeah,
potatoes?
like potatoes.
I've been doing a lot of research about food, guys. Potatoes are like the goat of satiation.
Unless you're Irish.
Oof.
Too soon?
Probably.
It's been forever ago.
I'm Irish.
That,
Kiss me.
It's me, I'm Irish. I
Yeah.
want to comment. I think it's really cool. And I know we're going to get to this. So I'm kind of stealing this before anyone else can say it. All like the stuff that can happen, I like that it specifies either like the cook answers or the taster answers, like what is good and or bad about the dish. That's really cool to me. Instead of just being like, is someone wrong? Figure it out.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's Nito's burrito, I would say. I'm done talking now.
and then I think using the tenderizer for the kelp makes sense.
You have 10 of them?
Goodness gracious. Okay, so each category has like a different success rating, or like range, I guess. So I guess we'll just go for goal.
Seeing
Place the dice
see a
on
6,
the following chart.
2 1s, and 2 2s.
Follow the prompt that corresponds to the dice. Do I roll once for each?
So what it looks like to me is that you're going to treat this just like Death Cap Saute, in which you're going to assign one of those dice to each
Okay.
of the different things.
That's kind of what I was thinking, but
And then the improvement of cuisine will allow you to roll more dice and have more of an opportunity to get the higher die roll.
Yeah, I saw it reads to me too.
Yeah.
It is kind of weird because just because it says chart, but then it's like just it doesn't look like a chart, but it like
Yeah.
it is. Yeah.
I think that's what was throwing me off. Is I was like,
Mhm.
"What? Where's my chart?" But okay. I think I'm going to assign it. Man, this is tough.
You should just
I
roll all
just
sixes.
rolled poorly. Okay. So, I arranged the order. The goal, something goes wrong. And I'm supposed to describe it. So, the issue was trying to test too many new ingredients all at once. And so trying to keep all of those adjustments in mind without practicing it beforehand, like with each ingredient on its own, just kind of made it not bad, but just not as good as it could have been. If I had been able to like utilize the ingredients a little bit more and really know how they function together before just kind of throwing something together and hoping it worked. The next one is I rolled a 6 for the next one, which is what pleasant memory does the taste of this dish evoked? One taster answers.
The dish really brings out that sense of sitting on a beach, legs back as you're hearing the waves wash in, nice salty air in your lungs. Really, really nice seasoning on there. A good fragrance.
Presentation 2. The dish might taste great, but it looks pretty unappetizing. A taster describes what part of the dish grosses them out the most.
The issue that I have, though, is that the kelp just looks slimy.
Yeah.
And as I'm yep. Oh no, that's slime for sure.
Yeah, I think I might have tenderized it a little too long. I think if I'd maybe just like an hour less, I don't think it would have gotten to that.
I was about to say, that's crazy.
Well, tenderizing takes a long time.
Yeah, what do you mean? What's crazy about that?
You just hitting it for an hour?
No, she's using the. You can chemically tenderize.
Yeah, but like
That's what she's talking about. That's
Yeah.
what the.
nah. In my
spit
head
does.
canon, she hit it for an hour.
That's honestly hilarious
Yeah,
to
that's
think
really
about.
funny, yeah.
I didn't think about
Just
the fact
beat
that you
it
could like
for
physically
8
tenderize
hours.
it. Yeah. Yeah. If I'd only done it for 7 hours, it would have turned out fine. That's- I had no idea.
Then
I'm glad we were on the same page.
I knew what you were thinking.
I thought I was crazy.
You were.
So here's another part that I'm a little bit confused about. Roll a number of dice 4 plus your cuisine rating, right? So that meant that we rolled 5.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean I get to like add things together, or because I would have 1 die left over, but it doesn't specify. So I feel like this is kind of like a house rule type thing, because you're always going to have at
More.
least 5
Mhm.
whenever you play this.
Yeah, I think
game.
you just, in my opinion on looking on this is something that should probably be specified, but you dropped one of them.
That's what I
Or
think too. I
however
think
many.
the additional dice is for a better chance of
Okay,
having
so you're
higher
not
faces.
not adding them, but just
Yeah.
being able to choose which ones you want to
yeah,
use.
that makes sense to me.
Yeah,
But
I think that makes sense too.
mhm.
So that's how we'll rule it.
Okay.
This last die was also a 2. The other one was a 1, and realistically, in this range, it doesn't matter which is which. But the food shouldn't be this texture. The taster describes what the inedible materials the dish inedible materials the dish reminds them of.
Now, I've eaten slimy things before, and it's been perfectly fine. The real issue is that whatever gunk, I can't think of a better word, the gunk that is inside of this kelp pocket is, well, you said you tenderized it for 8 hours. Whatever was inside of here does not need more than maybe 1-2 hours of tenderization. So putting the chemical equivalent of pineapple juice in the center here has just turned this into sludge.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right. Well, thank you. I don't think this should be a menu item until we've tested it a little bit more.
I'm putting a 2-star review into Fantasy Yelp.
But the beach.
It's actually called kelp.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I was thinking I should have named this guy Henry Fjord. But yeah, anyways,
That would have been sick.
that's his name now.
I
Henry
was gonna say,
Fjord.
we're in power here. We can do whatever we want.
You can write down any new NPCs that liked the dish as regulars, but because they didn't really like the dish, they're not going to be a regular necessarily.
Unless we improve. Hold on.
Sure, right, potentially.
He'll be back.
But yeah, that's that mini game. Stevie, do you mind picking our next one?
If you scroll through, you'll see like descriptions of them, like better. Sorry, I'm just making sure because I got confused.
If you'll scroll,
I'm looking at a physical book.
Go.
listeners.
touch grass.
It's
my
2025.
guy.
If you're not digital, you ain't real, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm the only one keeping up. I'm playing
Grass
TTRPGs
doesn't
with these
exist.
fossils, bro. Like Jesus Christ. I get flamed for being technologically advanced,
Misty's over here replying all.
dude.
Man,
What?
that's what non-technologically
Yeah,
advanced
on
people
emails.
do.
Yeah. Still using AIM and shit.
What?
AOL.
Instant.
I know what that is. I don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't understand
Yeah.
why all
Yeah.
means. in
Well,
this
Yeah,
but-
you
Oh,
don't
'cause all-
understand.
Because if you were technologically sound in any way, shape, or form, or at least have proper email etiquette, you would reply to the individual person.
You would almost never hit reply all. But when you're not technologically sound, or you just have poor email etiquette,
That's how you get reply all incidents.
has that been an incident?
Yeah, that's a thing.
Sure.
That's crazy.
I disagree.
About not replying all?
Yeah,
What?
That's a wild take. Why?
I just disagree.
Oh.
Nobody's going to be emailing me individually and adding people to it if they don't
Well-
need to be involved. So if they email me personally,
Okay.
then,
It's like, well, what if like a newsletter goes out, or like
then why would
a
I reply
manager
to
goes
that
out?
ever?
Because
Because you have some technologically inferior individuals who will then reply to it and say,
To the whole newsletter.
this does not actually apply
Or
to
it
me.
could-
Can
it could be
you,
relevant, like,
remove me from
it
this
could even be
distro?"
an update, like, hey, this tool that you all use is down. Please don't use it. And then there might be something specific in your use case, or you might like want to reply to the person who is like fixing it specifically, and accidentally hit rely all. Or it could be your manager saying something to the whole team. You have something you want to say just to your manager, or that really doesn't involve the whole team because it's like a personal issue, and they hit reply all, and the whole team doesn't care about your personal issue.
Sure.
That's like
I would never do any of those things.
Yeah,
But
no.
I still use reply all when it makes
yeah,
sense.
but they're-
yeah, but people don't.
Okay. So really it's not a technological issue, it's a reading the room issue.
I think you just had a very blessed life via like in the email world.
Yeah, you've never been
You've
part
never
of
been
an-
stung. Yeah.
part of a reply all storm.
I
Yeah.
have. That's annoying. I just don't. I'm confused.
I'm confused because I've never been in a situation where I've hit that button, like where I've wanted to hit the button, and I'm like curious that you have. Like, what different lives we must live. That was really hard to say.
Did you pick one?
Yeah, Market Day on page 64.
All right.
Thank you for giving the page number.
Do you want to read it or do you want me to? The description? I
Uh,
didn't give Wesley that choice. So I'm
She
sorry.
didn't. I was really excited to read it.
Do you want to read this?
Do you not want to read it?
No, my nose is stuffed.
Okay.
So then I'll have to take
yippee.
If
breaks
you were
to
excited, you should
breathe.
have said something.
I should have, but then you started and I didn't want to cut you off, and I was like, I'm cooked.
Yeah, because
I
then
know.
she would get mad at you. Yeah.
Which is dumb because I cut you off plenty, right? And so it's like for that to be the one time I don't. Crazy. It's Market Day. You never would have guessed how many things a tavern needs to operate on a day-to-day basis. It feels like you're always at the market. In your previous life, you would have just thrown your coin at the nearest merchant to get what you needed. But now that you're tied down to one place, it's not as easy to get everything. Buying something isn't as straightforward as a simple transaction. Still, calling this place home has its advantages. A trader saves something special for you, or throws a little something extra as a thank you for your patronage, or for that favor you did them last time. It's nice. Can I read the setup too?
Yeah, go for it.
Setup! It sounds like I said shut up. I did not. Setup. Anyone can play. You will need at least 2 players. Choose between being a shopper or a merchant. The shoppers, what do you need for the tavern or for yourself? Is it difficult to find here? And if so, why? Merchants, what sign, item of clothing, or other visual cue can you use to attract buyers?
So I want us to keep in mind that we said our ship would be like traveling.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
I think it could maybe make sense for the shoppers to, like, one of the difficulties is like not really knowing what each port is going to have, and like having like a list of things that we need for the tavern, and like hoping that something matches it, at least kind of. Like when you go to the grocery store and you're like, it doesn't matter what kind of yogurt I get, I just need to get yogurt. Like that type of vibe.
Yeah, but hopefully they have oikos type deal.
Noosa, man.
Well, some of us are cultured.
A French one that I'm not going to pronounce.
Because it's yogurt.
Anyway, I think that might make sense for us because we won't have like, until we've had the tavern open for a while, we won't have like visited the ports numerous times. So
The only port we've been to is USB.
That's good. That's the port we're at.
Yes. The United
The bee folk live
Brenton Coalition.
there. Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's not where we're at.
Yeah. USB.
there's
You
where's
said
the S?
coalition.
United
Brenton,
States of...
You said UBC.
Wow. Where's the S? Guys. I'm so tired.
I was so confused.
I don't know why I'm
Were you
waking
taking
up.
USB-C?
Yeah, I was. That's what
And
it
then you
was.
forgot about the S?
I did. Thank you.
I was like, where the hell's the C coming from?
Yeah, I was confused about that too. Cool. Who's-
Is there anything specific that we're trying to
Socialist.
find for the tavern or for ourselves personally?
Should we identify a merchant first? Because one of us has
Dibs.
to play. Okay.
Okay.
I guess we should identify players in general. We need at least 2.
Yeah. At least 2.
Me, I will
Okay.
play.
Does
Does
anybody
anybody-
else want to play? Sorry.
No, it's okay. That's what I was gonna ask. You're good.
No one
No.
else.
Never talking again.
Do you want to play, Wesley?
Yeah.
Do you want to play, Joseph?
No.
Okay.
I'm also going to set this one out
Okay.
because canonically, I don't
Hey.
go into port with you guys because I was part of a thieves guild, and so I
Mm.
am wanted in quite a few of them. And I've decided that this one in particular I'm wanted in. So.
USB-C.
Do you want to...
But I'm in international territory when I'm on the boat. So
Yeah, so
I
no one
don't
can
have
do
to
anything
worry
about it.
Do you want to help us make the list, though, since you're the chef?
Yeah, I can do that.
I've
And then
decided to
you
be
can
a
get
shopper.
frustrated when we bring the wrong thing.
Okay.
I said peanut butter. Yeah.
So, good merchant.
This is elephant butter.
What sign, item of clothing, or other visual cue do you use to attract buyers?
I have a wand of fireworks,
Ooh. Okay.
and just constantly it's going off.
How do your neighbors feel about
No,
that?
they fucking hate me. And
Cool.
the sign above the like little market stalls, there's like 6 or 7 tables set up of just general foodstuffs, and that's also the name of the sign, is general foodstuffs.
I imagine the fireworks blow up, and then they say the words general foodstuffs, and then there's an arrow pointing down
Yeah.
at your location.
Like the more I concentrate with the wand, like the more elaborate
More
it is.
grandiose.
It's really cool.
Dude, this is just like real life. We go to the grocery store sometimes.
Yeah.
She's thinking really hard. Like we've never done that before.
It's been a while.
It's been a minute. What we're about to do right now.
I ran into you guys at the grocery store once.
Oh,
You
yeah, that
did.
was wild.
That was a weird day.
Mm-hmm. Hope that happens again soon.
For each item a shopper needs, a merchant can ask a question or ask for help. They may ask as many times as they want until they are satisfied. Such as something hard to find, demand something equally rare in return. What piece of valuable adventuring gear can you trade me? I don't need the money at the moment, but I need something done that I can't quite handle on my own. Could you, as a former adventurer, handle it? A bunch of questions like that, and then once all shoppers have found everything they need, take a moment to look around the market. What do you treat yourself to? What items would be a good fit for another character?
A little treat.
Cute. Okay, cool. I thought there was going to be a lot more to that. So I was like, because I just saw all of the text. And I was
Yeah,
like,
I thought we had to go through all of these, and I was like, oh.
Hold on, I need a name.
Your name is
Merchant sells a
Food
lot.
Stuff.
Bruno.
Mars? I like Merchant sells a lot.
I like the idea of his name being Food Stuff.
Fireworks.
Judith Bruno here at General Good Stuff Food Things. Come on down.
Dude, those were really good sound effects.
Yeah, proud of you for those. Okay, we need to create our shopping list real quick.
Yeah. What's your name?
Leon, you weren't asking.
Ren.
Ren.
Ren. Okay, that's what I thought, but I
Like
didn't
the
want to
bird.
just be like confident, be like Ren. Every role play.
Yeah.
Begin role play.
Ready, start.
We're on the
Okay.
boat. We can't
Yeah,
hear
we're
the
not there
fireworks
yet.
like that.
You
I'm on
probably
a
I feel
could.
boat.
like it's.
Not like that close. You gotta do it.
No, because we'd be in port by now, right?
I was picturing it being like a market, like
Yeah, on the port.
on the port.
Yeah,
So-
but we're on the boat
I'm on a boat.
because she can't go into port.
Concentrate.
I can
on
be
it.
out.
Not
we
properly.
could be out on the deck though.
Okay.
Begin role play.
Okay. It's really important that you guys get everything on this list because from what I heard, the next port is going to be a good couple of days. So I just don't want to be hurting for food by the time we stop. The last couple of ones we've been lucky where it's only been like a day or two, but it sounds like it's going to be like 5 or 6. So,
Okay.
is there anything?
What kind of meat are we looking for?
What kind of mead?
Meat is what I
Oh,
meant to
I'm
say. I
sorry.
did for sure say meat though.
No, that's a good
That is
question as well, though,
Yeah, I think
for our customers.
for mead, I think we should be trying to stock up on local local things while we're in port. Because then as we go to different ports, that will up the like excitement and rarity for them. So if you guys could find some like locally brewed mead or any other drinks, that would be great. I trust you to know what's going to be good there. Meat though,
Or for meat, are we just gonna rely on fishing?
I would like to continue to rely on fishing. I do think we need to have some other options available just in case there's a bad fishing day. I just don't want to be completely out of food.
I also think if we can get like non-fish, that would be good because it's easy for us to get fish a lot more than it is to get non-fish
That's
because we're on a boat.
Yeah. I'm thinking maybe if you can get some sort of like, I don't know, some sort of poultry and then maybe some sort of red meat. I'm not really picky as far as that goes. More than anything though, I would love to have some eggs because we can add that to pretty much anything. And
Any particular kind? Just eggs?
yeah, just eggs.
There's a chocobo farm here.
Sorry, I love chocobo eggs. Sorry.
I don't know what those are.
It's Final Fantasy.
So type of,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be perfect. Just anything normal chicken size egg or larger. I don't want
Oh,
anything
okay.
that's small.
You don't want quail
don't want
eggs.
Yeah,
spider
I
eggs.
really don't want anything that's too small because I just feel like they're hard to cook with, and
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
being on the sea for that long, I'm just not
Plus,
gonna.
spider eggs, sometimes you don't know they're like ready to go.
Yeah,
And-
you don't know if they're spider eggs or just spiders.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, okay. I think we're low on.
Are you writing this down?
Yes.
Sick.
I think we're low on barley.
That's a type of wheat. Is it not?
Wheat and barley are different.
Yeah.
God
grains.
damn it.
They are both types of grain.
I'm trying
They
to show
both
off.
contain gluten.
Yeah, Wesley.
I'm trying.
I
Don't
do
Talk
think.
about grains like that in this house.
I do think we're okay on rice though.
Okay.
Although if you find a good price on it, that's one of those things that like we
Mhm.
can stock up for a while. So, is there anything else that you guys know that we need? I feel like we should put like a list on the bar so that
That's smart.
as we run out of things, we can write this down.
I think that's it.
Oh, you know what? If you guys could find some sort of like fruit.
Don't
That
want
would
to
be
get
great.
scurvy.
Yeah, well,
Oranges.
that's actually, I wasn't even thinking about that.
And I can
Please-
also get some rose hip tea.
Does that treat scurvy?
Yeah, it's high in vitamin C.
Amazing. Yes.
Whoa.
Do that. That would actually be good for us to put on the menu
Roses don't have
as an
hips.
option.
Yeah. It'll be our anti-scurvy tea
Yeah, that tea
elixir.
lies.
Mm,
Anti-scurvy tea.
oh, just
So good
normal
you'll keep your
vegetables.
teeth.
Just like you know the kind we normally stock. Make sure you get those. And then some sort of fruit. I think I want to try a new recipe for like tarts. But it doesn't really matter what type of fruit is in it, as long as maybe like don't do like a citrus, but anything else should be fine, like fruit or berries. Yeah, I think that's all I can think of.
Cool.
Thank you guys for going and getting this done.
Okay.
We
We will
away.
do our best. We might not come back with everything.
But we'll try our best.
I give her a thumbs up and a big smile, and I start walking away.
Okay, please do though.
We'll do our best.
Okay, we're really
we don't
low.
control the markets.
I think the only thing we have is rice.
We'll get something. We'll get something to replace it if we can't find it. It's
Return
okay.
to our two patrons
Okay.
eating bowls of rice.
I wish this was cooked.
I
We
mean, we
forgot
could
to get
still
water.
cook it.
Will you now make the fireworks sound effect?
Plain.
I think the market's over there.
We should go to that guy. He's got a lot going on. Plus, if he has a fireworks budget like that, he must do well.
Yeah. Or he's betting his life savings on marketing.
Well, it's working. I also want to pick up a journal.
And a pen?
Yeah, that would help. I'd like to actually get some graphite pencils.
Ooh.
Some.
Graph-
Yeah.
Step right up, step right up. It is the general food stuff, good stuff, all stuff, storefront here on Port 72.
Dude, sorry, you saying port and then the USB joke earlier got me. Salutations and greetings, merchant.
Hello.
Hey, well, I got stuff
We have a list.
and food
We have a
stuffs.
list.
Do you
Okay.
have...
I'm gonna show him the list.
Oh, wait, that's smart.
Let me see if I can actually remember what was talked about.
Local mead and
Well,
drinks.
I don't have any mead, but my brother does. But I should be able to get the rest of this stuff.
Even the fruit.
Well, the fruit is kind of something hard to find, hard to acquire. So I'm going to need something of equal value in return. You all look like adventurers, right?
Well, I guess I was.
You got
And I
anything
took an
to
arrow
trade?
to the knee. I can give you the arrowhead from my knee.
All right, we're starting to go on the right track. What else we got?
How much of this fruit are we gonna get?
Depends
3.
on the rarity of item you'll be giving to me.
Because I was wanting some of those dragon snap apples.
Oh, Dragon Snap, we're out of season. So
No, they're not.
definitely the price is going to be
He's
a
lying
bit
to
higher
us.
on that.
I wouldn't be able to tell. But he seems like a stand-up chap.
Okay. Well, you gotta tell us maybe anything you need. Do you need a knife?
Are you just planning on like bartering it?
Yeah.
You just want anything that fetches a decent price?
Exactly.
Can we
If any certified adventuring item that you can give me, you know what? If you can throw in an extra tale or like a story regarding the item, I'll even throw in a few extra apples.
Do you want to hear about the time I took an arrow to the knee?
Yeah.
There it was.
adventure?
On the top of Rocky Side Cliff. I had just taken down the whole group of orcs that had been terrorizing a town. But there was one left. I didn't know it, though. This started out so good. And I was a fool, and I let my guard down. And the cliff side started to break. And unfortunately, when I landed on an arrow. And
On
that's
your
how I-
own arrow?
Not my arrow. It was one of the orcs' arrows.
Oh. Would have been
Yeah,
a
so I
better
got like a
story if
really
it was
big
your own.
scratch. It was pretty rough, but I kept the arrowhead.
Grabs it, takes a look at it.
Unfortunately, the last orc got away. I don't know what happened to it after the cliffside fell.
This is a good start. What about you?
That's not enough.
I mean,
That was a harrowing tale.
it's a blood-stained arrowhead.
I did
I
my
think-
best to wash it. I didn't know that rock could stain like that.
You've never had a granite countertop before?
Yeah, you never bled on your granite.
I've never had a granite arrowhead. That would be the worst arrowhead. It would just crumble.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Leon takes the giant hulking shield off of his back that I've decided is both giant and hulking. And he goes, I guess I don't have any one tail in particular, but this shield would fetch a really high price. It's made of wisteria iron, which is iron that's only found in the Fey realm. And on top of that, it has an enchantment to make it even extra sturdy. I fought a Hydra once. That shit was crazy.
A Hydra. Is it true that if you cut off one of its heads, it grows 3 more?
Yeah. Actually, this shield came in really handy then. I used to have a sword, which obviously wouldn't help with that issue. But blunt force trauma on a Hydra goes crazy. So,
Shield bash.
there you go.
It grabs
heavy.
it weighs him down.
I like to think that's at least enough to cover all of our groceries. It's a
Here
pretty
you
big
go.
shield, so.
Pulls out sacks of various fruits, vegetables, that kind of a thing. Hands them all over to you. As far as those eggs go, you're going to need to actually go to the farm itself.
Oh.
Okay. Can you give us money to buy eggs in need? Because
Oh,
I don't
This
have...
was great. Thanks, guys.
I don't have another shield to trade.
Oh, and you wanted
No.
mead, right?
Yes.
Oh, just write down that way. You'll
Yeah,
see
we'll
my
tell
brother.
your brother that it's paid for. Don't worry.
Okay.
Can you give us a note that's like, can you just draw a
Say,
thumbs up on
can you
a note?
write one that says
We're good.
they're cool?
He'll know. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Okay.
You say so. I don't suppose he also has fireworks. I guess he's right there. Never mind.
You
He just has pyrotechnics.
you walk over
Regular
and
ones.
then you see Judith Bruno just with a different hat.
Mm. Salutations and greetings, good merchant.
Brudith Juno here. Are you here for some mead?
Why do you guys have a different last name?
That's really
What?
easy.
What do you mean? Yeah, they have lore.
They're brothers.
2 brothers.
Why do they have a different last name?
Oh, why do we have different last names?
Yeah.
Well, like brothers in arms.
I respect that a lot.
Oh. I've
Yeah.
only had brothers and legs. Anyway,
What does that even
so your
mean?
brother over there
We're hoping to get a locally brewed mead.
and other drinks, like
I've already-
perhaps lemonade.
Well, we have some honey mead with the
Right, that's
little
typically-
juniper
Ooh.
berries in there.
Oh,
Then we have some imported stuff that seems to sell quite well. But I'll be honest, I don't really need money
Oh,
right now.
That's
good.
fine because
I
we
just
already
gave him the
paid
shield
for
off my
it.
back. Yeah.
Well, no, I need something done actually.
Oh, you mean like
You're,
you need something done?
well, you're obviously former adventurers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe you can shake off a little bit of rust and deal with some wolves who've been.
His shield does.
Yeah, I was
didn't
gonna say,
rust. It's Wisteria steel.
I wish we did this in a different order. I
Yeah.
would like my shield to do.
Well, I mean, if I had thought about the story beats a little bit more, maybe we would have.
You mean like they're just terrorizing the locals, or
Yeah, they're starting to scare some of the chocobos.
Who is it?
Oh.
Wolves?
Ugh. I don't have beef with wolves. I just don't like dealing with them, but I
Well,
will.
I don't think beef is cow, so
Yeah, I never eat beef with wolves.
weird. Gotta try.
She
it.
was very clear.
Do you think you could handle it?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. We gotta head over to the farm anyway.
If you can confirm that they've been dealt with in some way, like maybe bring a pelt or two, there'll be more than enough for, let's say, 3-4 kegs.
Ooh.
All right. Yeah, we'll be back. Off to the Chocobo farm.
Off to the charm.
I'm gonna pop in real quick. Whenever we use our adventure experiences, we get to cross them off and add a town experience in its place. Like at the end of the minigame. So I'm not saying like you have to do that, but if there are any that would apply as you guys are doing that, just keep that in mind. Because
No.
I totally forgot, and like I probably could have used my poisons and antidotes thing for the like cooking thing that we
Oh.
did.
Mm-hmm. I totally forgot too. I can do that right now.
So.
What's your character's name?
Lena.
Lena, my friend. Are you okay with me being bait and digging holes? Please say yes. Otherwise, I
Yes.
have no idea how we're gonna do it.
I would. Okay.
Here's my plan.
Oh.
We dig a hole. We cover it with leaves, and then I go, "Ooh, wolves! I'm a tasty adventurer." Then I run back and I jump over the hole, but they don't. And then we've captured wolves and get meat.
Okay. What I was gonna do is that plan was gonna fail, and, and then I was gonna use Plan B and reveal a mod just in time. I activate one of my modifications, and then I turn into a wolf, but bigger.
Okay, do you want to just do that? Because I was
But I want you to be able to do your thing.
okay.
You
Wait,
could-
what's your
You could
thing?
roll for it.
I have taunt. I was just gonna use taunt to taunt the wolves.
I mean, you can still taunt them in a way, and just like,
Jump over the hole.
well, yeah, like I mean, we still have to get them to come over.
Yeah, that's what my taunt does.
Yeah, so I'm saying
You never
it's still
played
gonna.
a turn-based RPG?
I have.
We're bad planners.
I'm gonna turn into a bear instead. They're bigger than wolves.
Okay.
Okay.
Describe.
Is that
it.
weird?
No, I'm just trying to think. Like, should we just go to their den then, and then have you be a bear, and then be like, "This is my den now"? But then they run off to search for a new den because they're scared of the bear.
I think we should probably kill them,
Oh,
right? Because that
Yeah.
guy was like, bring their pelts.
yeah, he just sounded just like that. Actually, I think it was more like, bring me their pals. Sorry. I'm mocking the character, not you. He
Yeah,
gets
sure,
it. He gets
sure.
it. Bleed in, bleed out.
Alright,
He
Do
gets
you
it.
neither of you have weapons anymore?
I got these fucking hands, you know what I mean? Woo, woo, woo.
I don't think I have a tattoo gun
Oh.
because I use mods.
Yeah. Wait,
Ooh.
can you just draw me a sword?
I can.
Can you really?
Like, yeah, because one of the things is like I do the whatever number of swords, and the higher the level, the
Better the sword?
yeah
We'll cough it up.
Yeah, because you said you were using like
tarot
tarot
cards.
card
Yeah.
inspiration, right?
Listeners, she's tarot carding. So many tarots. I can see better. Wait, that's carrots. That's actually also a myth. That's not really true.
I just want a fucking sword, bro.
Wow. It was upside down. A 10 of swords. Whoa. Is it really cool?
Yeah, it's as cool as you want it to be.
Wow, this shit's sick. Ouch. It's kind of cold. Bear.
It's
Paladin.
made with cold iron.
Can we just kill him? I don't need to taunt them anymore. I can smite them instead.
Ooh.
I guess I should
So
open
did
with
you
that.
guys
Yeah.
just like pull over to the side of the road and you tattooed him real quick, and then
Yeah.
Is this
now
a-
he's
pretty
got
much.
access to this sword?
Is this gonna
That's
stay?
so sick.
Or
What?
does it disappear after like a few smites?
I mean, it's permanent on your body.
Really? Whoa.
You can store it there too.
This is really cool. Sorry.
This
I
is
was
a really cool
fogging out of my
lore.
mind. Dude. I'm gonna get a second one at some point.
And that can be a keepsake that you write down
Oh yeah.
as your sword tattoo.
Alright, let's go kill some wolves.
I'm probably just gonna go visit the chocobo farmer.
Oh.
I don't have. I guess I could just use one of my own tattoos.
Okay, I can take
Wait.
care of the wolves if you just want to get the eggs. If that's what you're saying. You're also free to come with me to kill the wolves. I don't know what you want.
It's just you seem pretty good at killing wolves,
I am.
and I don't like wolves.
With our powers combined.
I do like chocobos though.
Okay. Then we'll meet back at
We'll meet back at the
the
mead
guy.
place.
Yeah, okay.
We have like a 10-minute long.
Yeah, I
handshake.
dab her up. Yeah.
Do you want to describe your wolf fighting, or do you want to do the chocobo merchant first?
I don't
Huh?
know how to describe wolf fighting. I just want to go smite them.
Okay.
You just
That's
smite and lightning comes down,
Um,
and there's just smoke coming out of the
I
den.
think maybe let's do the farm first then.
Okay.
In order to let go of your adventure experience, and how your time in town helps you gain the town experience, you need to like
Describe it.
describe it.
I think I'll
So
describe,
I'll let
like-
you think about that, and then
Okay.
Stevie.
As you pull up to the chocobo farm, you overhear. Well, you first see someone who seems to be working on a broken fence, and you're overhearing him be like, "Ah, god damn it!" And he's like trying to lift up one of the like poles for the fence and like hammer it in, but as he like hammers in, the second strike down, the hammer actually breaks off of its handle. God damn it! Kicks the head of the hammer as it goes flying, just kind of pacing back and forth a bit. Oh, hello.
Hello. I was here for some chocobo eggs.
Oh, well, sorry, I'm not really selling anything right now.
Okay. Well, why?
Well, I've
Is it
got
because
this
the wolf
to deal
problem?
with. Wolves? The wolves don't come over here. They're usually a little bit more timid around the chocobos. They can fight back, anyways.
Oh, well, he's killing
That's
those
true, I didn't
wolves
think
for
of
no
that.
reason then. Oh. Yeah, it'll be fine. So what's happened to the fence here?
Well, chocobos.
Oh,
They're
just
feisty.
burst through the fence.
Yeah.
You should probably build a better.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure in the
Fence.
Final Fantasy 15, the chocobos can learn like special attacks and shit. So they were practicing their attacks and hit the fence, and there you go.
You should build them a practice.
I don't know
area.
how to do any of that. I'm not a carpenter.
Okay. Hire a carpenter.
You said you wanted chocobo eggs?
Yeah.
Well, you build them a little dummy to practice on, and I'll give you those eggs.
Oh, okay.
This is the I'm driving a hard bargain, but I'm the only one selling this thing you desperately need.
Oh.
You've heard I'm in a tough spot. Can you find a way to help me and get what you need?
A classic.
Oh, are you searching for like a...
Yeah, I was
A-
gonna do
a
the hang
practice
the man.
Oh, that's good.
I don't know where I would tattoo it.
On the ground, and then like...
Could tattoo it on a chocobo.
You could tattoo the air.
Actually,
Ooh,
I
or
don't
if
know
you
if
have
that's
a piece
ethical.
of
They
leather.
can't consent.
I could tattoo it, and then you could put the piece of leather on the ground and just activate it.
Ooh.
Yeah, I got a scrap somewhere around here. Leaves for a couple minutes, comes back with the scrap of leather.
Okay, well this should be sturdy enough, and if they break it, you can just summon another one.
Oh, that's really handy. I don't know what weird sorcery nonsense this is, but thanks. Now I can focus on this damn fence. Oh, here you go. It gives you 2 dozen chocobo eggs.
Yay, 2 dozen chocobo eggs added to inventory.
Da-da-da-da.
This felt very video gamey.
It did. It did.
Like, oh, I wish I could help you, but I gotta fix my fence. These
Mhm.
chocobos keep escaping.
And the top left it says new objective.
Yeah. And you're like, God damn, I've literally killed dragons, and yet here I am.
That's how I felt
helping
going to
with-
kill these wolves. I'm like, I'm literally a retired adventurer. I was probably at least level 16.
Yeah, at least.
Right, and then I'm gonna head back to the mead guy.
Hey,
I'm still in the scene. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine because I have to find
A new.
town.
Yeah.
things.
I think I'll start the scene with Leon sitting in the wolves den after having killed them. If that's okay. I
Yeah.
don't care if you guys don't think that's okay. That's how I'm starting. I'm gonna be more assertive this year. Also, for the sake of the scene, Leon thinks out loud. And he's kind of like just sitting back against one of the walls of the cave, and there's like, I don't know, it's like 4 or 5 wolves dead around him. Some of their fur is still charged with holy fire, and he kind of like looks around and thinks to himself, he's like, man, I really thought, like when I was on my way here, I thought I kind of missed the thrill of adventuring and like fighting animals and whatnot, but I don't know. It just doesn't feel the same anymore. Like the sword feels heavier in my arm than it used to. And I just don't think I think I'll just leave stuff like this to the new generation of adventurers. And then he puts the tattoo away. I guess it just kind of like, and then it goes back to his arm. His forearm is where I decided he has it. And then pulls out like a small little like hunter's knife and starts skinning the wolves, or at least one of them, to like prove that he killed the wolves. And that's my story. Cap. I'm sorry I gave you literally no time.
You could skin all of them if you want,
Yeah, but I feel bad.
but they'll just go to waste right there.
Well, I
And
guess that's
instead,
true.
you
All right,
can
bring them
skin
back and we eat
bring
them.
back
Never mind. I
to-
tie them all up.
Mhm.
Oh my god, we don't need to get meat now.
Oh my god. We already did.
Oh,
Yeah, because I was like,
well, we can sell it to the guy.
yeah. I tie them all up and I throw them over my shoulder, all of them. And I walk back. One of them skinned.
Oh, that was quite quick. Ah. Well, thank you. Gosh, you must miss it, huh?
No, I think these days are behind me. I think I'd like to retire the O sword arm if I could.
Oh, kind of taken aback, like assuming that you would have loved it, enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thanks for
Yeah,
that.
of course.
Yeah. Here's the kegs. We can get the one of the local boys to bring one over or bring them over for you, so you don't have to carry them.
Okay.
Uh,
I am gonna keep. I'm keeping these wolves.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you again.
Of course.
Doesn't miss it. Huh?
Are you at the food person?
No, he's the mead person.
I'm the
We're
mead
both
person.
there.
Yes. I've come back with the wolves.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna let these go to waste, but then I remembered that we cook on a boat,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna bring these back to the boat as well.
Okay.
I figure either. I forgot Joseph's character's name.
Norman.
I figure either Ren or Norman could do a better job at skinning them than I can. Probably Ren, because she cooks.
Yeah.
And I just assume cooks can skin things really well. I think.
I think that's butchers. I think you're thinking of butchers.
Yeah, but she's like,
Okay. Yeah.
I'm taking these wolves back.
That makes sense to me.
Are we done? You got the eggs, I see.
Is there anything
did
else
get
on
the
the
eggs.
list that you guys needed?
Ah, shoot.
Was there something else we needed?
I wanted a journal and a pencil.
Oh, right.
Journal and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
You got another brother?
No, that would be way too comical. There's just a shop in there. Pens, papers, and booklets.
That's exactly what I need.
Alright. Yeah, that's what I was pointing you to that.
Maybe we can trade a wolf for.
Oh. Bartering everywhere. Let's do this.
Our heroes go to pens, papers, and booklets. Hello.
Hello. Welcome to Pens, Papers, and Booklets. I am Judith Duno. No relation.
Of course not. You don't have the same last name.
Yeah, I've never met someone with the last name like that.
What are you here for? Parchment, pens, or booklets?
Booklets and pencil and like
Graphite.
graphite.
And graphite. Oof. I'll see if we have some of that. Are you new in town?
Our ship's just docked for a couple of days, and we figured we restock.
Oh, interesting. So you go sailing quite often, as this person is kind of like
Yes, we live on the boat.
coming through.
Indeed.
Have you met others on your travels? I know one of my friends. What was his name? Gudith. Guno.
Must be a
he-
local thing.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
He traveled on ship quite often, and I'm going to force this upon your character. You have heard of that person.
Both of us? Or just.
Someone has heard of that person.
Oh, I've
'cause we are
definitely heard of Judith.
Who do we realize we both know from our travels? What is your relationship to that person, and when did you last see them?
You got it.
I haven't seen Judith in a while.
Oh,
We have to happen to cross paths back in my adventuring days.
oh, really?
Yeah.
How was Judith doing? He hasn't been back to town in 5-10 years now.
I think it was about 3 years ago I saw him. He was doing all right. I mean, he seemed pretty happy with the way things were.
That's good.
That was about when I was trying to starting to think about winding down my adventuring days, but he seemed like he was just still ready to go.
He's always had that fire in his heart. You know what? Here, free of charge.
Oh, thank you so much.
That's so kind of you. Are you sure you don't want, one of these wolves?
Oh, I don't eat meat.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Kind
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'll say hi to Judith from.
Uh,
I'll just say an Udith.
Judith.
Judith?
Judith.
Yes.
Okay. tell him Judith says hi if I come across him. All right. I think we got everything.
I believe so. I have no doubt in my mind.
I'm
Even
so
though I
glad
said
to
that
not get
last
yelled
time.
at by Ren.
Dude, we always get yelled at by Ren.
That's because we always forget. This is like the first time we've gotten everything.
Oh, I'll believe
We
it.
even got the dragon snap apples.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, we did. Wait, wasn't that mostly for you?
Well, no, it was the
Oh, no,
fruit.
yeah. She wanted fruit.
She wanted fruit that wasn't citrus.
Yeah. Oh, weren't we also supposed to get a fruit that was citrus for, like, scurvy? Or did we just make that up? Like, I know we talked about
you
it.
guys got like
We got rose
most of
hip
the list
tea.
Yeah, we
with
got
the
roasted
first
tea.
guy.
Yeah, he was like, I have all this but the eggs and the mead.
Yeah. And then he was like, oh, you want apples? Kill wolves. Wait, no, that was the meat.
No, that was
Yeah.
the mead.
Oh, yeah, he was like, oh, you want apples? Give me that shield off your back. I was like, okay.
Yeah, we
Um,
did it.
There is this last bit. Once all shoppers have found everything they need, take a moment to look around the market. What do you treat yourself to? What items would be a good gift for another character?
Do you like sweets, Bren?
I like... Wait, you're not talking to me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Any particular kind?
No, pretty much just anything.
I'm gonna bring Ren a cupcake. And then I'm gonna remember that she has a husband, and then go back and get another one. And then I'm just gonna get a pack of 6.
I'm gonna get your character drinks. Is that correct?
Yep.
I'm gonna get expensive drink from personal savings and bring it back for my friends that drink and myself.
Sweet. I think that's a mini game.
It'll be Dragon's Flame whiskey.
Ooh.
They call it that because it's brewed inside dragon casks, which
Do you
are
think
wooden.
you like pop it open and it always has that like smoky kind of like wisps coming off it?
yeah.
The cupcakes I got are just vanilla with regular buttercream, but then there's lemon filling on the top in the middle of the buttercream,
Nice.
Yeah.
That sounds delicious.
and there's locally sourced sea salt, just a tiny bit sprinkled on there, like really finely ground. The flaky kind. Something about that is better. I don't know why.
It just is.
No, yeah, you're
It's
right.
just the texture is just better,
Yeah.
and that's what those cupcakes are.
Cool. So Wesley needs to pick out a new town experience.
I think
Stevie,
does
did you
too.
end up crossing anything off of your adventure experiences? It's okay if not. We have plenty of time to do it.
I don't know if it's revealing a mod just in time necessarily, because it's not like
Came
it
in
was,
pretty
like,
handy for
super-
me.
Yeah, I mean for the wolves.
Then yeah,
That makes sense.
crossed off Plan B, then, and I did pick a town experience. Visionary, recreate imagery from verbal descriptions. I didn't say it in the moment because I forgot about town experiences, but when I was making the Hanged Man card, I asked who the farmer's least favorite person was, and asked him to describe them. And that's what the training dummy looks like.
Mudith Muno. That
Right.
fucking guy.
He's the worst.
People looking at me.
Mhm.
Is it my turn?
I'm staring at you.
I'm trying to think of one of the hunter ones. Or is it just hunter?
So
Like-
you can do anything in the book.
Oh.
It doesn't have to be specific to what you chose. Like the idea is to make sure that it makes sense for
Yeah.
your character and what they do, but like it doesn't have to be from Hunter if you don't want it to be.
I just think it makes sense to be like a guy find animal and skin it. You know what I mean? So that's what I did. I'm gonna do. Sorry, I forgot. I don't write down hunter, right? Like I write down a sub thing, one of the
Yeah,
sub things.
because so you've already chosen a town job. What is that?
Oh, healer. Oh,
Healer.
yeah.
So, I mean, and you can make them up. It doesn't have to be
Mhm.
what's on the page, but like it could make sense that after killing something for the first time in a while, that didn't sit right with you. And so you've like really found resolve to only heal things from now on.
Mm.
Or something like that. Obviously, it's your character, but I don't think it has to come specifically from Hunter because you were hunting.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be like not like a resentment. I guess like a respect for like the circle of life type deal. Like the idea that like death shouldn't be like a person's death should be the least sufferable. Like it shouldn't suffer in death. That's my answer. And so it's gonna be about like kind of respecting the dead and like getting into like putting them to rest and such and respecting like their bodies and such. Which I think makes sense with the not letting their bodies go to waste part. That my character came up totally on his own. And so I'm going to use the Thanosologist, the Natologist. It says, help the dead find peace, help the living grieve.
Cool.
Yippee. Oh, and I lost Smite, but you guys already knew that. Because I fucked up those wolves. Whoa, whoa. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, cool. That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
I like that one.
I like shopping.
Joseph, you're up for choosing.
All right, we are going to do a friendly tavern brawl.
Hell yeah.
All right, page 92 for those of you following along at home. Setup: anyone can play. You need at least 2 players. You need a brawler and a de-escalator.
Okay.
But I think it'd be more fun if we were all brawlers and there's only one de-escalator.
Okay.
You're picking the game, do you have a preferred role?
I want to be a brawler.
Okay.
Can you read more about it?
Yeah, so the idea is the brawlers have had are like in the midst of having their disagreement, and then the de-escalator comes in and tries to de-escalate. So the de-escalator is going to have to interrupt the fight, draw everyone's attention. The brawlers are going to say things that they shouldn't have.
Oh no.
Then the de-escalator is going to try and keep everyone separated. Brawlers will try and start the fight again. And then we have the talk down section where how do you ensure the de-escalator tries to ensure that the fight won't break out again tonight. And then the brawlers just talk about their feelings.
Cool.
I would be fine being the de-escalator.
Okay. So, brawlers, what was the disagreement that caused the first punch?
It does mention that we could be rowdy patrons. We don't have to actually be our characters.
That was my
in
next
this.
question.
Yeah,
So,
that-
like, is it us or are we patrons?
Yeah, that was my plan. Was it would be
The brawlers are patrons?
our patrons? Yeah.
Ooh, I will also be a brawler.
I too will brawl.
Okay.
I would like to be upset that a member of our party is abandoning us right as we're at the cusp of greatness.
Do you guys want to?
Do we want to be an adventuring party? We the brawlers?
I think that makes
Yeah.
sense. I think that would be like something that people would go to blows over
Mm-hmm.
because like you're drunk and you're sad.
I'll be the
So-
one leaving.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
Do we have like certain assignments for this party? I know
like
rules
RPG
written.
roles?
It's not, but like I think we should maybe assign those so that we know
Ooh.
why it's so detrimental that you're leaving in particular.
I'm the paladin. So I'm like the front line fighter for your guys' group. But I just got a better deal over there. You see signing bonus over at They the Brawlers. It's even better.
They the Brawlers. What are you?
I mean, I want to default to wizard, but maybe ranger,
Probably not.
wizard. I'm gonna do wizard.
I'm gonna do wizard. I think I'll do ranger then.
Are you joining us for this one?
Yeah, I think
Or maybe I'll do bard. No, I'll do ranger.
It does look like you could also be a de-escalator.
Yeah, if you want to be a de-escalator with Stevie, you totally can.
yeah, I actually, if Stevie, if you're cool with that, I think I'd rather help de-escalate.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I figure, like, since I'm in the kitchen, I probably heard it after you did,
Okay.
and then like come out to be like,
What's
stop
going on?
fighting in my.
You got your
cavern."
pan
Yeah.
or your ladle.
Yeah,
The
probably
rolling
like a
pin.
nice like cast iron frying pan type situation would be a little bit more intimidating.
Like
but-
entangled.
Yeah. Okay. And argue.
Fight.
So yeah, there's nothing you guys can do to stop me. I'm leaving.
That's bullshit.
Why?
Because you've taken a third of our spoils every time. Are we gonna get a third of your signing bonus?
No,
Yeah, that's fucking stupid.
you're not getting signed. I'm getting signed.
Yeah, but the only reason you have any renown at all is because we're carrying your dumbass through every dungeon.
Carrying what? I'm at the front of every single fight, and you guys are just standing in the back.
Only because I've been
Ooh, I-
strategizing for you, you Philistine.
You wouldn't even know how to get to the caves if it wasn't for me tracking our enemies every fucking time.
Ooh, I can throw little spells, and I can track.
Who's gonna buff you from over there? They don't even have a proper wizard.
I don't even need your buffs.
Dude,
Look
if
at
it wasn't
this.
for me tracking the enemy, you wouldn't know how to hit the broadside of a barn, bro.
Oh
You're
yeah, I
lost.
can't hit the broadside of bam and punch him in the face. Oof.
Okay, and you guys are like
Physically brawling at this
physically
point.
brawling now.
Yeah,
Okay.
rolling. There's like a cloud of like dust and stuff around us.
Oh, if
Yeah,
you think
you're
you're so
seeing, like,
fucking
the-
cool, let's see you tank this. And I grab a random fork off somebody else's table and throw it at him.
And yeah, sticks like into my chest because I'm not wearing my armor. We're on our day off,
Mm-hmm.
I
and
think you're good to
What does
pop
he
in.
hit?
His chest.
yeah,
With
it's got
what?
like a fork
A fork.
just like sticking out.
Oh my god.
Aim true like always, huh?
I think you're good to just
Yeah.
like pop in whenever.
I was gonna do. Oh, I don't remember what number. There's gonna be a number of knives, and then I was just gonna do. You know the thing that they do where they kind of like put the knives like, because if you guys are on the floor,
Yeah,
where the knives end up like all around you but not in you,
Mm-hmm.
like pinning your clothes
oh,
kind of
okay.
thing. That's what I'm gonna do.
Just kind of sick.
And is the wizard fighting, or is he just like, I can't take that 1d4 damage?
Oh no, no.
It is
Toxic.
a little bit like that. I can't take the 1d4
Or he
damage.
just like kind of at the
But I
bar,
think
like,
he-
Yeah, get his
Yeah,
ass.
he's seeing that, and then he's just like balls up his fists, and then in the heat of the moment, just punch to the chin.
Ugh.
It's not that strong.
It doesn't get through my armor class,
Yeah.
but I feel the disrespect.
Send a message.
Disrespect cut through.
Um,
'Cause it's psychic.
no fighting in the bar.
Like I feel like at this point I would have
I
heard
was,
you.
I was actually gonna say I gotta go get Ren.
Okay, yeah, you can
Yeah.
you can come get me. That's
And I'd
fine.
be like, all right, guys, I asked you nicely.
I'm gonna
Ren
whistle
won't.
and call in my animal companion, which is actually a herd of fire ants.
Gosh,
I hate that.
A herd?
that's wild.
Are they like regular sized, or are they like?
They're regular
large?
size.
Okay.
Wouldn't they
It's
be a
just a fucking-
colony?
Yeah, I forgot the word.
No, herd.
A
herd.
gaggle.
A murder of fire ants.
Now he's
It's
bringing
about to be-
fucking ants in here. And I'm gonna like prepare one of my
Anti-ant.
potions cards. Yeah, it's gonna be ant like pesticide.
Dude.
Oh, I can help you with these ants. Bam, bam, bam.
I'm
like
tackle
stepping
him,
on him.
and I try to pin him
Ren,
down.
gosh.
could you come help?
Get him, boys! And all
I'm
the
like
ants start
spraying the potion all
I'm,
over
like,
you guys.
wiping my hands off, and I come out, and I just immediately am like, gosh, dang it. Not
Cast hold
again.
person, so you're kind of like stuck
Ooh.
there as getting.
Ooh,
Faced
okay.
being anted
It
up.
doesn't matter. You can keep hitting me. I don't even feel it.
Let's see.
The ants
Okay.
gaggle together to form
So
a giant
from
hammer.
at this point, I like see the commotion, and I grab a ladle, like a metal ladle from the kitchen, and my cast iron pan, and I just start like clanging it together, and it makes this awful booming metallic sound. And I go, "Shut up! Everybody, shut up!"
No, you shut up.
I lose concentration.
And then
I shut up.
Have you already put those knives down?
I thought so, but they kept fighting, so I don't know.
Mm.
I feel like I did something else instead, but I don't remember what it was.
I think you did that. I think we just got lost in the sauce and then
Yeah.
ended up
Okay.
fighting anyway. I think
Yeah.
we were pinned for a second and then.
Okay, and we can be pinned now because that brings us to separation, the second section where you're like trying to keep us from each other.
Yeah.
We're gonna have these things kind of happen at the same time.
Yeah.
If that's cool with you guys.
Shut up.
It looks like it's
If
not
you
cool.
don't want me to have done it yet, that's fine.
Well, because I could be standing up and you could have like pinned me.
Yeah, I was gonna kind of pin the sleeves of your robes to
Yeah.
the bar.
Oh, yeah.
So you're pinned. Are these two pinned?
No, I'll say it was probably they're probably like moving around.
Okay. Did you use all of the knives on?
No,
him? Okay. I'm gonna just like put out my hand, and I feel like we've done this before.
yeah,
And
I'll
so
summon
you
more
know to, like,
knives from
Give
my
me a couple
card.
of them, and at that point, I start throwing the knives too. But I don't care that I might hit
Mhm.
you. And as you guys are like punching each other, it's less to pin you down and more to get your attention. And so the knives come right in between your two faces, and like just barely don't miss.
Barely miss
Miss?
our face.
That's what I meant. Sorry.
Okay.
Just barely miss your faces is what I meant to say.
Although just barely not missing means that you just
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
scratch.
maybe you get like
Like a little.
the tip of each. of
I
their
just thought it was
noses.
crazy because I was like, how did one knife hit us both? That's crazy. Like, yeah. Yeah, I think that like for a second we're like, whoa.
Yeah, just kind of shocked, and then
Yeah.
Are you done?
I don't know. Ask Randall the Oathbreaker here.
I'm gonna
Oh!
I'm gonna grab the dagger that you just threw at me. Thank you, and I'm gonna throw it at the wizard, who is pinned,
Oh.
and it's not a good throw because I'm a paladin.
No.
Okay.
It just kind of hits flat on his chest.
That's just
Okay.
Death saving
But
throws. so
that is
go
me
ahead.
trying to start the fight back up.
Listen.
all right. If this isn't gonna work, I was gonna use the lover's card, and then I was gonna use the red string of fate to tie them together,
Whoa.
like their arms at their sides.
Make them do chores together. Then they have to like each other.
No!
I like that idea. I think you should. While
All
you're
right.
getting that prepared, I'm just going to start lecturing. And I'm going to be like, what is the one and only rule that you guys said that you would adhere to when you came in here?
No fighting.
fighting.
Interesting. And what were you doing?
He started
It was a
I
small
don't care who
disagreement.
started it.
And the string like starts wrapping up, coming from like nowhere. It seems behind you, wrapping you guys together.
Now, this is what happens to people who fight in my tavern. You owe me. And guess what
Well,
I hate doing?
Yeah, I haven't paid for the
Dishes.
Oh.
You also
yeah.
owe me money for the food. But on top of that, for fighting and breaking my rules, you will be doing my dishes. Congratulations. And as this happens, you start feeling the like string like bind you guys together.
You guys look like one really wide person.
The wizard was also fighting.
Oh yeah, he's in it.
Okay,
And
I just want to make sure.
Yeah, I don't know if I would call that fighting, but he still has to do dishes.
Me either.
Dude, crow
I
up.
tightened the string just around you.
Okay, well, do the dishes.
if I hear a singular argument come up while you're back there, this will go on until the arguments stop.
Infinite dishes.
And so we head, like, we're like shuffling to the back, all like what's up with these tavern owners? They're the worst around here.
Yeah, they're doo-doo heads. What's a tavern without the occasional brawl?
I know, right? Like, it was just a friendly disagreement.
Yeah, we would have gotten over it eventually.
To be
Yeah.
honest, their establishment isn't even all that grand.
I
So
know.
even if we broke something, it would be an improvement.
So, Wizard, you think you can get these strings off of us and we just like pop out the window?
The wizard doesn't touch the strings.
Okay,
Please.
mage hand.
Roll sleight of hand.
Slide of
Oh,
mage
shit.
hand.
And through our mutual hate of the tavern owners and shared suffering, we bond and become friends.
Good.
It's
That's
more
what we
that I
want.
was just. We started adventuring together, and
Yeah,
it's like a betrayal of that.
I get it. I guess money isn't everything, and it looked like a really bad gig. Like they were saying
But if
there
that's
were,
something you want to do, then you should feel free to go and do it.
nah, I've never really been into dragons, and
Can I just say something? I have not either.
Thank
it's
you.
too hot.
right? And the scales, they're weird.
It
right?
doesn't make sense. And why does everyone want to adorn their armor and dragon
Right?
hide?
Like
It's smelly.
horde of
You know what's
gold.
kind of slept on?
but
Griffins. Those guys are crazy.
I have
Guys.
to agree on that. They're very comfy.
you guys want to go get a griffin after?
Dude.
Do you think we could ride one?
And scene. Misty did that with her hands, but did not give us
I just
a
didn't want
verbal
to like
cue.
cut you off.
And scene.
Cool.
Griffins and gulags.
Setting things right is part of it. Over the next few days, what do each of your characters do? What happens to the brawlers?
Mhm.
We just talked about that.
Yeah,
And
we're done.
then,
Did chores for days. And then started
that
a griffin
is-
hunting
that
business.
is it. There's no like real end state to that, so I
Just
thought that
kinda-
was good.
Yippee. Did
Cool.
anyone adventure skill? It's okay if you didn't. I'm just trying to remind us so we don't forget.
I don't think any of mine count.
Stevie used her cards again.
Yeah, that's not really specifically.
Okay.
There's like blend in, become an insider, and modular, which is outfits change appearance
That's cool.
at speed.
That's really
Okay.
cool. Yeah, I have like extraordinary agility, but I don't feel like that counts as knife throwing.
Yeah. Okay.
And then never be caught off guard, but I don't think that applied either.
She almost tripped, but she didn't. Was not caught off guard.
So now that we've played 3 minigames, we need to play Wear and Tear, which is the tavern upgrade game, essentially. There are other ones that do it too, but this is like the one.
What page is it on?
That is a good question. I'm trying-
58.
Thank you.
Look at me, I'm Damien.
58.
I know stuff.
Imagine.
Okay. So, there's always something to fix, clean, or pay off. Setting up. Anybody can play. As a group, decide what parts of the tavern need fixing and touching up, and what you're adding to the tavern. After playing this minigame, you may increase one of your tavern ratings by 1.
Remind me what the tavern ratings are.
Cuisine.
I remember that one.
Cuisine, atmosphere, service.
Okay.
And then the first part of this is we're going to work together and describe what each player is working on. Oh, I guess that's all of it.
Yeah.
We're just going to describe like what we're working on and how that's going to like improve the townspeople. And there's like different prompts that you can utilize as inspiration. But you know, you can do
I think
whatever.
upgrading our cuisine makes a lot of sense with the first two
Being
mini games that we did. It was
With
like
the cooking
cooking
and
and
getting-
shopping
yeah.
and
Okay. So we wanna up our food game first, and then move on to some of the other niceties.
yeah. It's like
Okay.
that one like hole in the wall.
Yeah, they
Or
got
like-
bars on the window, but the food is really fucking good.
Yup.
Okay.
They got bars in the kitchen.
They serve alcohol.
Yes, we do. Mead.
Mead a hall.
So with the cuisine ratings, right now we have a cramped kitchen, plenty of staples, but nothing fancy. And then if we upgrade, then we can do a modest kitchen, new friends at the market. So maybe
Ooh,
we've
okay.
at this point we've traveled enough too that we are starting to get an in on the some of the local ports.
Yeah, we've got a secret handshake.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So each player is going to describe what they are working on, and feel free to look at a prompt and talk through that.
So what Norman's doing is he is realizing that he can't farm everything on the ship, but he can farm things that are out of season other places. And then when we go to that port, we're like, hey, we have oranges. Y'all don't have oranges. And so by working on my little farm, you all are able to trade better when you go into town and get the better ingredients.
Oh man, that's either good or bad because mine was also related to potential trading.
Okay.
We catch Leon on the deck of the ship, pogging out of his mind.
Okay.
And then he comes inside with his arms outstretched, and he goes, "Guys, look, she came back!" And he has a little pigeon on his arm.
Oh.
And around her neck, she has a little note that says, "I got your note." And he begins to explain, "I sent Linda, the pigeon here, out to our next destination because I was pretty sure I trained her to be a messenger pigeon, but I wasn't sure. But considering that the message changed, she got to her destination and got a reply back. So now instead of us having to remember a list, probably, we can let merchants know ahead of time what we need from their like from that port.
Ooh,
And
okay.
they can prep ahead of time, or if they can let us know that they don't have something, and then we can prepare for that.
Awesome.
Ah, so
Also,
we
this is Linda. Look.
have to work on the fly with
Hi,
different
Linda.
ingredients. That's smart.
And then I'm gonna make a little roost for her because I love her. She's my friend.
That's so wholesome.
I love her so much.
Ever tell you my dad kept pigeons?
She looks like a pigeon, but really she's a goat.
That seems very much like your dad.
Yeah.
I don't know why. That just, when you said that, I was like, that's on brand.
Yeah.
Maybe as you all are, or that at least you are working on the garden.
Mhm.
I can kind of like pop down. Hey, how's it going, Norm?
Well, you know, same old, same old. And I'm like pulling little weeds. Can I help you with something?
Well, I'm getting
That's
kind
his
of
voice
bored.
now, apparently.
You pop off.
Yeah.
I'm getting kind of bored, if I'm being honest. We have not done anything in quite a bit. I picked up this game back at the last port.
Oh, what is it?
Offices and Bosses. I'm not sure what that's all about, but
Okay.
I can like read through this.
Is
if-
that the fantasy one?
Yeah, it's some like
Or-
weird mystical cubicle realm or something.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Is that the one with all the printer encounters?
yeah. There's a surprising number of printer
Yeah, I've
encounters.
Especially
heard
for
about-
a paper company.
Yeah,
I've heard about this one.
and a lot of inks. I think it's supposed to be short for an incorporation or something.
Oh, okay.
The pronunciations on
No,
these
no,
fantasy terms.
no. Ink had something to do with the printer. The inks had something to do with the printers.
I think you're right.
Anyway, we'll
I'm
get a
gonna have
rule.
to-
You have
we're
the
gonna
rule
have-
book?
Yeah, I'll read through it. Maybe I can figure it out. It's supposed to use a manager
Oh,
to like run these games. So I mean, I can do that while you
you'll
guys
be
are busy.
you'll be the game manager forever.
Yeah, probably.
Thank you.
It's general manager, probably.
It's probably general
Ooh,
manager.
I love that. Okay.
Yeah, so that's how I help.
Raising morale.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna work on like the bar aspect of things.
Are you gonna pick it up?
With like the potions
You're gonna raise
things,
the...
trying to figure out different mixes, different mixed drinks, and then trying to like carve fruit as like little
shapes.
decorations. Yeah,
Ooh, centerpieces.
yeah.
Centipede.
Fancy.
Try and make the drinks more artsy and stuff.
I think I've been trying to figure out a way to make potatoes, like a dish with potatoes that's going to be like satisfying and like give you long-term energy, but that can also like boost your energy. Short-term, kind of like energy drink style, but like I was thinking about how that would have been really nice right before going on a heist to have like a little pick-me-up, but then that's something that's also going to sustain you and you're not going to have like a crash. So I've been trying to develop a new recipe utilizing that. And I think so far what I've come up with is a soup that incorporates the potatoes and has like just like normal like leeks and I don't know, sausage probably, but utilizing some of the salamander saliva that we were working with. I finally found a use for it that's pretty decent. It is definitely a good tenderizer, but it also gives you like a little pick-me-up. So I'm gonna start putting it on the menu and hoping that it does well. But at the very least, we have the recipe, so we can use it when we're feeling.
What do you call it?
sluggish.
Ooh, the most important question.
It uses the saliva and it's a pick me up. Never mind. I was gonna say it's called lick me up.
No,
No.
no. Let's see. I don't think we want people to like specifically know that it's saliva because that sounds yucky.
Yeah, it's the secret ingredient,
Yeah.
Mhm.
the special sauce.
The lizard spit.
Lightning salamander soup. It's a working title,
LSS.
but
I was-
lightning gives you speed.
When you said
usually.
lightning, I immediately was like lightning potato.
I'd eat
Yeah,
that.
we'll try and come up with a
Potatorade.
better.
Quicken
Taterade.
Yeah, yeah, we could do quicken.
Also, I just want to say, in my notes, leeks was on the vegetable list.
Thank
So
you.
when you said leeks, I was like, yes,
Are leeks good? I never buy leeks.
I
kinda
love
want
them.
they're
to.
good. I just don't like cleaning them.
Yeah, cleaning them is annoying, but
Just
they're
don't clean them.
good. Then
That's
you
No.
then
get
you're eating literal
pretty
dirt.
There's a
gross
lot
stuff.
of
Bugs?
dirt.
Probably tiny bugs.
extra flavor. I mean,
No,
I mean, it helps your immune system.
Yeah.
no, it doesn't.
Yes.
Speaking of gross stuff, this is where we're gonna end. You guys stink. That's what's gross.
You're
Hey,
gross.
and
guys.
we'll see you
Tie-in.
guys later.
Good transition.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
forever.
Deuces.
My bad.
I almost said I love you.
Could a fish get drunk if you just like
Yes.
pour the alcohol?
They-
Yeah, animals get
Yeah,
drunk.
but I think they just die. So
Maybe
Nah.
you build their tolerance.
Because they don't have livers.
Okay, well,
Do they have dyers?
dude, I was searching for a dire joke.